This is your sign, because this happened to me yesterday as well. If you have fallen into sin, if you have fallen into temptation, whatever that sin that you struggle with the most, if you've fallen back into that, it is never too late. And a part of me felt like, dang, Lord, like, I've been knowing you all this time. I should know better. But I was not doing it with him. I was trusting in my own strength. I was not trusting in his strength. You know, he tells us that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Not I can do all things by myself. You know, when we try to do a relationship with Christ by ourselves, it's no longer a relationship. You're really just talking to yourself, and you're just believing in yourself. At that point, I might as well just write in my journal. But God really sat me down, and I talked to my good friend, and thank you so much for being there for me. And I talked to my husband as well. And this is why I always say, surround yourselves around people that will hold you accountable, that love you. And also, I was reading James, and it was saying, like, confess your sins to others, because that's also how you get released from those type of things. But in all of that, you guys, also realize, like my friend was telling me, like, realize the root. Realize why you're doing it. Like, and then bring that to God. Because if you don't figure that out, then you're just going to keep repeating the cycle. Just sat down yesterday. God was telling me, like, and I wrote it in my journal. God was like, I'm not happy with you. I'm not. I still love you, but I'm not happy. Like, we need to work on this together. You can't be doing this by yourself. And I feel like I'm so used to God coming to me. Like, when God speaks to me, it's so soft. He gives me verses. It's so gentle. But when I messed up yesterday, I said, oh. It's almost like you get in trouble by your parent. It's like, oh. You actually realize that some of that shame and some of that guilt is needed. Instead of, like, what I was doing was just, like, repenting and being like, la, la, la. Like, no, that feeling, that condemnation, not condemnation, but realizing the weight of what you did. And even afterwards, you guys, I was sitting in, like, dang, I really did that to you. It no longer even became about myself, which I need to realize, like, think about it, Yasha. Like, take a second and think why you did that. But at the same time, you hurt your father, the one that knew you before the beginning of time. The God of that was talking to Moses at the burning bush. Like, the God that created every single little thing, you try to go above his head and his commandments. Like, girl, come on.